How do you think about risk when it comes to these? Because obviously, and people should 100% do their research, understand any of these and really understand them before they try them. How do you think about risk when it comes to trading options? Because there's like another level to it versus just trading, just shares.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so I tried to make a slide on this, so I'll take you through my process. So
Sure.
first thing is, like I said, I think the percentage, I guess your P&L percentage for a particular option trade for me is not that meaningful. So, minus 25% or minus 50%. So I usually tie it to a dollar amount that is, in turn tied to my net lick, right? So maybe I risk, 3% of my net lick on a particular options trade. And and that, depending on market conditions. So let's say it's a breakaway momentum market, really forgiving. All the entries are, most of the entries are working. You're getting a lot of traction. Um, let's say I want to risk $5,000 and I've made that, preset number before time. Maybe I will equate that 5,000 to a, let's say 40, 50% stop loss in percentage terms versus in a really volatile market, a lot of whipsaw action. I might just size so, my 5K is minus 100%. So it doesn't mean I have to sell it or let it go to zero, but it just lets me ride the volatility a little bit better.
Hmm.
My risk is always tied to percentage of net lick.
Hmm.
So that's how I do it. And then, um, you know, for taking I also, that's the sort of universal governing piece, but then when I'm in the trade, I'm making decisions off of price level. So, if support's broken, I'm out, right? If my trade thesis is wrong, I'm out. But my worst case scenario is built in when I make, that dollar risk. And then one thing I will add is, and this is something that was very important to me, especially in context of the USIC, journey last year was, I really think about risk being, there's a component of risk that depends on how you're doing in the moment. So, if I have a great week and it's a Friday, I have a higher risk appetite than if I had a really hard week and I'm down on the account. So it's very different scenarios for me. So if I'm up, let's say 10 grand on the week and it's Friday, I might, risk two. And maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but I still walk away with eight, right? And so um, I think always being hyper aware of your performance on a week to week basis or a month to month basis is something that